Hello again, I'm back with some more surprise junk journals. You might notice a theme happening here. It's you can fly. So I have a couple Peter Pan books and I have one Dumbo that I'm going to share with you today. Peter Pan's a pretty special book or story to me. My son was so into Peter Pan when he was a kid, and in fact he was Peter Pan as for Halloween, and when we would go to Disneyland he had special Peter Pan shoes and just everything. So just so I'm talking about the actual books, not just my family. This one was my first foray into experimenting with putting beads and stuff in the tassel, and they kind of just want to hang out in the middle. So the tassel's a little fancier, but at the same time it's a little bit invisible at the same time. This one doesn't have any beads or anything in it. It's just a simple tassel, and same with this one right here. And the way that you can tell the two Peter Pan books apart is this one has the green binding with the wooden beads, and this one has just the white star binding with just like, I guess, random buttons and stuff. Whereas this one, I mean, I guess they're not random, but the color, I think, really like seems to be consistent here. But I didn't like this so many buttons as much, and so I tried to lessen it up here. Anyway, so that's kind of like the difference between the two of them. The Dumbo one has just simply, oh goodness. So of course there's advertisements playing as I'm trying to just have some background music. Sorry about that. We're just gonna live with it though. The Dumbo one was made at the same time as the other two though, so that all three books are very similar. So that's kind of the other reason why I put them together. Just so there could be some comparisons. So I'm gonna page through the Peter Pans. First, I'll start with this one, and it opens up and it has the cover page looks like that. And then this one has kind of a similar cover page. They both have a pocket in each one, and then there is like a little cute bottle cap in each one. At this point, I'm just gonna push this one to the side, and then I'll just work on this one. I'll share this one. So there's Ariel in there, is who that is, right there. It's another magical little gal. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped right over that. And then there's a little baggie in there. Lots of stuff, lots of tucks and tags and all kinds of things to be using. This is a little envelope. And one of the things that I have throughout all of my books is my cousin donated to me all of her old, she was moving to Alaska, and so she donated all of her old DVD, like the paper insert that goes inside of the DVDs and the Blu-rays and stuff. And so I ended up with a lot of those. So this one, I went piratey. So this is Pirates of the Caribbean. That kind of went with Peter Pan, in my opinion. And then we've got Tinkerbell over here, and she's got Tinkerbell and the Lost Treasure. So there's another one of those. And then throughout, of course, there's also like map covers that I turn into tags, and then all kinds of other tags and stuff that you can document your life on, your adventures, your trips to Neverland, whatever. This is a little tuck spot here that you can put something in. I could even just put this guy right in here right now. There we go. Some more little places to write. I save a lot of the funky stuff, like this is just part of the map, and I sew it on the edge so that the edges are all trimmed with something in theme. This little envelope just pops out of there, and we can slide that right back in there. And then we've got Peter Pan and Wendy and the boys flying through the sky. In addition to Peter Pan, there's also other golden books represented throughout. So obviously this one is Woody from Toy Story. There's Incredibles. Always magic in Disneyland, right? And then I really like all these, the ribbon tags and everything. So pretty much on every page, there's something on the edge there. Tarzan. That's kind of Peter Panish too. So anyway, this one was chosen pretty intentionally for a spirit of adventure. And when I put it together, I was really considerate of who Peter Pan is and what he's about. He's about being childish, being an adventure, and kind of being full of joy. So that's where I went with this one. So that's the one that has the beaded tassel and the green spine. And now I have this one right here, number 2 of the Peter Pan. It's the white spine. You've got yours. Say cheers. Tinkerbell and the Lost Treasure again. My cousin Sarah. Boy, she pulled through for me, didn't she? Other person's trash is this person's treasure. I call myself the urban forager because that's basically what I do. I just forage through urban areas to find all this kind of weird stuff and put it together. I guess weird junk would be more specific, to put it together to make these books. And I don't know why. Like, some people, like, I was talking to my dance teacher and I said, you were made to choreograph dance. I was made to make junk journals. Like, it's my passion. It's what I love to do more than anything. So if I could just like make a living doing junk journals 100% of the time, gosh, wouldn't that be a dream? From the pages of Peter Pan. There's another Pirates of the Caribbean Blu-ray cover. I'm just going to keep on going rather quickly just because I think you get the idea of what's happening in here, and you can pause anytime that you need to take a second look. Boy, I thought that was part of the picture for a second. Oh, this is when they're looking at the mermaids and trying to figure things out. I don't know. I love this. The ride at Disneyland. Last time I was there, Indiana Jones is in here too. He made the scene. Last time I was in Disneyland, they had just updated all of the glow paint and put new light bulbs in, and it was brilliant and bright, and you could see everything beautifully. Oh, I love that ride. It's like one of those ones where you have to really wait for your turn to get on the ride, but once you do, it's totally worth it. And you're just like transported literally to Neverland, and it's just beautiful. I'm coming to the end of this guy, and oh look, there's a little preview of who we're going to see next. Hello, Mr. Dumbo. Hope you're hanging on to that magic feather because it's about to happen. Oh, I had to tear that off of a page, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do with that? Make trim, of course. And that's the end of this one. So, and lastly, we're going to take a peek at Dumbo. And like I said, oh, look at Dumbo does have some beads and stuff on him. Huh, how did I miss that? That's kind of funny. So, yeah, I made a chunky tassel for Dumbo too. I got really into making, like, I laminate these tickets, and then I put a little rivet in them, and then attach them like a bead. And I don't know why. Like, tickets just as a kid represent opportunity, I think, and fun. And so putting them on these junk journals and stuff, it just looks like a party is happening in the junk journal. So some of my foldouts are just pages from books that I didn't have another use for. And so I just I sewed some paper onto the back that's plain and made it so it'll stay. Look at Dumbo. See, look at that. Right there. There's that elephant who can fly. And I think there's a lot of Dumbo in here, if I remember correctly. Now I need to live up to that statement. I think I only made one Dumbo book though, so I think most of the Dumbo stuff just went straight into here. There's Mrs. Jumbo, my daughter's song, her baby song. Oh, look at cute Minnie there. Her baby song was Baby Mine. And so, like, Peter Pan was really special to my son, and then my daughter, she loved that song. And so whenever it comes on Dumbo, she's just all tears because it's just so sad on that part. But the way we used it, you know, was happy. I'm going to switch this guy because every once in a while I see something and I go, wait a minute, how did I miss that? And then I'd see another place where I crowded a bunch of stuff in. Where was that at that I saw that? There it goes. That needs to go right there. There we go. That's better. Oh, this is like the saddest scene in all of when they're making fun of poor Dumbo. Yeah, there's more Dumbo. He's flying happy there. Doesn't even have his feather. And they've got Mrs. Jumbo in jail. Lovely. And then here he is with Timothy Mouse. And he was crying here, so don't feel bad that that's put over there. And then Bambi. I don't know why Bambi seems to kind of go with Dumbo, but he does. And then this is, of course, everybody needs that. Super important in Disneyland. You better know how to read that part of the map. Otherwise, you're going to have a hard time getting around and you're not going to have nearly as much fun as you could. Yep, there's lots of Disney, or lots of Dumbo in here. Whew. I like kind of tested myself and then got a little like sweaty there, worrying about whether or not I could prove it. So coming to the end of Dumbo here, and so anyway, these are available on my Etsy shop, or in my Etsy shop, I should say, until they sell out. And thank you for taking a look at Peter Pan, and Dumbo. Show you one last time the trio. Move them over here so you can see them, and just thanks for taking a peek. Have a great day.